Yo abusuafo etiefo ne adofo obi biara waba so bia na wa share video ya man. This is Hamburg Germany. The edikai benche ho kra bebrebe no wo hye yemfonyi so na se wokọ ye station ho no mo a obehwe enema eguso efa enema sonko kra Ghana Embassy omode aba Hamburg pedwemu ha na enye Hamburg nkwa na omode ekọ omode ko enkronkro be miensa ase nan ene wo Germany ha sei na emunchiremu kakra ana yepese yebusa adofofo a omuso baaye ni nyina eye Ghana ye passport ya ye ka ho asem ya na de ene twaniti ane ne se Ghana passport no se de enam se ye pay mu de na adodankwa Akufo-Addo, the president of Republic of Ghana, where you know say ombeja Ghana from wo Germany nyina ano no ye maame a ye frɛ no excellency Madam Ajina Ama Blake na one ne nkrofo ana won de hihye because ye be a passport I was here called Berlin, the capital town of Germany na nka yakọ ne yakọ na so sese de o ma ye nitiawa se enka omo so no betwa enkofo enti programming a omo de bae o ma to leading said the outreach event to capture the Ghanaian biometric data of the passport. Ye biometric data no passport no mo capture the Ghanaians no omo ba na sese ya make say mpudue mu de me wo Hamburg eno mani abedi enam miensa enam poly miensa enye Hamburg nkwa no mu bae omo asa akọ ekuro foforo so omo firi aso omo sa de to aso akọ na omo beye omo passport no ano bi ana ye pese ye busa omo bae se de nemasi call ye bibi etutu yie kasa eni omo kasa so omo asisi omo hwe omo yie eno na me ne obi etwetwe nkomoti wa ba na wa share video no ne fama onua bi na on so nya bi because omo firi ha ewo krofo froso so a omo sa akososo ehososo na ehososo sa adwumadie na omo sa de akotoa omo Ghana Embassy Berlin si omo de omo ntena ho emanipa dodo no nyina embeto omo Berlin se say di omo asese omo niema nkuku kaka ni omo machines ni omo photo ni biometric fingerprint photo ebeyo omo de ni nyina abeto omo se wo beye no kre yepesi ehum enchiremu wa hase manya minu abema bi wa hase a bechia no onua memo akọ aba
oya enia
minu abema Mr. Abdul Ibrahim bacho eno ano no
onua Abdul
memo akọ aba eba twi radio Germany so
ya meji so
na enne baby away edie be na wo be wa hase
mi baba ye mi ba menu omo passport
ubeye uma mienu passport
mba mienu a omo passport ye no Ghana a omo ba ha expire ne baba ya mom
na aha yeti eye Hamburg nka yenim senka passport yo be yanka ukọ Berlin edin ti na wo be your passport wo Hamburg ho edin be na wo tie a wasese wankọ Berlin na wo ti ukrom na wo de also wo ye ho passport wo Hamburg
the meeting is Nyankasa no na ncha me ko Berlin on the 17th me ko ya application ni bibia ma mami nhihyawo say me bra Berlin on the 17th,
which is appointment
exactly until me call embassy wo say me ko visa Nyankasa me ko visa ko Ghana ina meeting ka say Ghana embassy to anamo say omo ba Hamburg for 3 days omo ba 17 18 19
ehin fa na wote no radio so obi ne bo wa mane platform bi so
no consulate no ho ya me ko consulate o he mula ina maami na sisi a wotro ni di no madam ne friends
links
exactly ya maami no ka chem say who appointment will Berlin on the 17th.
Lehimpton,
exactly. That was 30th July na me call. No so July 17th August omo ba. Nti no man say we umbre nko Berlin ko e bibia omo ba. Ye de uba shim na aye bibia na akosi kama. Ampansu ye ba no. Ye wo say bibia kosi kama. Even me guarantee baku a o guarantee me no. Na ye correct. Be me nye bi ma oboa me.
Ewa ha.
ma mo ye bibia ya kama Bremen fu ina ba ha o nya Hamburg fu nko ho kura ya bi mba Hamburg no bebre buy kura mo ni application but o mo buy no ya boa o mo ji o mo bibia bi kura o mo passport yira e mo si o mo ko police o mo ye bibia ya ji bia ma ye bibia ma ni ya kama
eti wo buy no e die na wo de buy die na wo de buy apart from so we your application ni wie no kwan be na wo fa so de ye how de buy wo buy o ma accept
application no ye no online program
okay
online program me ye wie no na ma me 17 say minko Berlin but because think I say o mo ba ha no na because say say am me ka anti Tuesday no kwa me ba be hu say de ejubade ni course no na me say o ejubade de course papa course ye nti no edu me so am baba nti me ba en so ampa de o mu gi yen a o mba ye bibia ma no mo ya bibia kama boys a mo twa picture no so ina de o mo tina ade no no o mo ye very 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 good very kind nti ama me ni agi papa.
Wow. I say who can edi abo ma basu bi say
omo ya there because normally uko Berlin ntoko because uko be ma be ahanu akoy say easy omo ya bibia easy amayen say uko Berlin sometimes it me ma endu so wa drive from Hamburg akodo Berlin o say o sign ko endu so omo apon be ahanu omutumi ya be 7 o'clock kra no omo ha omo gusu ya ebinum kura ba spontan we need time kura oba
yes
omojiu me Berlin without time nobody will take you okay no omoya ade no manaya fe so omoye ni sa continuous ebe Ghanaians ni de papa na che say yanko we see 3-4 months uba twen the passport ni ma hanso no Germany fu no say opel bibia ti say okita passport yes sir wa ko say wo she prison wa ofie
you are right
yembo wo ye bibia ma the Ghana so omo tie yesu frɛ say no Ghana food bread because of passport it's no muso omo tu ana mo say no me yankoko akuro Ghanaians doors one of the kuro Ghanaians doors ya Hamburg ha nti omo tu ana mo ba ha no aboa papa nti ye pese e ba boa omo san bra bio
no mo nto aso it nese ka se no ni kire mu nyina ne se ka sika nka wo betua
ka sika ko ya ko
wo ko so ne nkola no be sa o be nyina no passport we save ni nyina
we save passport na ba wa ofie wa boa no enti no me ye jima airport wa ha ya nti me pon ejima 5 minutes
ana o de buy
na me wa ha so me ko Berlin am be sisi one day 3 hours in 3 hours out nkola be di but na ambazi ayema be ahanu bibia ya kama bibia ya eni ji kura mbu meni aji papa
it nese say no ade a wo twa ne so mo post passport
na post passport
na wa laptop
the omaye kura no meni aji first passport ni nyamba kura no mbu meni aji
be pa cho wo asem bia wo beka ade a kire Ghana fo mo Hamburg ha ana omo free ha omo sa ko ba bi foforo wo ososo infraction bi ni bibia wo beka fo mo ho ana de to aso ye so wo bibi so wo be sa ka kire omo bo modern ema ye organize program yi mpenfo mu dani mu bibi ti say
nyame nshiro mo ena mbaka say omo tie ye so frɛ say no say they are adini course no e bit to be try passport 3 months 4 months but oboko Berlin akoni aba bebre the omo organize say embassy ni mbra ha no nyame nshiro mo me born mo abazu say nyame sure mo say no say they are dinner cause you know Ghanaians me bread in the boys are etu omo buy no so no they are very kind omo nim say they ye ni pa kasa omo buade enso omo buade aye bibia kama ma me call Berlin that was 6-7 years ago me call G visa ma me nkoda they me call tu no ho no ntokwa no we kasa we bet ahano boys are ba ha me ni aje omo say omo entity papa.
Very good. Mimia Vema Ibrahim Abdullah. You better was say about Tree Radio Germany. So
Radio Hamburg.
Also, the work at Tree Radio Germany. No, Bia so and to won't subscribe. We be able to subscribe.
Won't subscribe. Who say this time around? No, Mumbo Mabasu, Mumbo Ghana Embassy na Abasu. Now have Mula. Ina mamino
yeah
Frau
Yeah, Frau
Limte. Omo aya de papa because omo na omo sha say no or say omo ye bibi.
Yeah.
Because omo kire say ejuma omo born wo Hamburg ano.
Yeah.
Say ncha embassy no kra ba mo more privilege a. Omo to me si baby age office si wo say passport no kra no at the end of the day no e be jam machine ama e wo ha. Oh,
all right.
Ko Berlin akofa fofo.
Yeah, that's
now
it.
if you had no yenkita no na de bia wo passport no wa ba ba ye no.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Ibrahim.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Nyankopon ka.
Yeah,
very good.
Okay.
Yo.
And they see that's you.
Yo.
Okay. Bye bye.
Etiefo ne abusuafo sɛdeɛ mo siwe no twi radio so ana mo ka sɛ yɛwie yɛ bɛsa akɔ na yakɔhwehwɛ wo ma wo mo so ɛyɛ de sɛ dwumadie bae no yɛ ne baako mmienu mmiɛnsa so aba bɛdidi mu nkɔmmɔ kakra na enti gyina hɔ mɛnkɔ baabia bɔ mmɔden sɛ wo so no wobɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ wo so wobɛhyɛ video no na Ghana Embassy ɔmunya mfiri ha. Yo,
okay, bye.
Omunya mfiri ha sei ene omu ye adwuma omunya empon ye enti yesusu no ye ne sabi omu a omu ba ababe ye omu passport no ye ne omu susu egusu a ye ne omu edidi nkomo enti waba Twi Radio Germany ana wo hwe. My name is Michael Dua. We eye enema ya ye maame a ye frɛ no Lenson ono oni mula onu susu no na obwa oka Ghana consulate a omu so wa ha omu de saa asem yi ekoto ye maame Madam Gina Blay ama Blay a oda Ghana fo nyina ano ewo Berlin se omu nhwe na dwumadie yi omu famra na ematan a sabi omu ewo wo ma no ne nkola no omu so bentima ho ahen ha omu kakra. This is not the first time omu ba 2019 omu bae ana omo so asa ababiem asa account enam covid na ebetwa mu niti no na omo hyehyɛ no entimi amba na ze di abrewa yi poma free kwam ya ze covid yetimi ama emre kakra no ana omo asa atoa ye wo Hamburg ha se na ya toa ye Hamburg ha se no mesa frɛ ye papa bi mula na ono so me ne na adidi enkomo mula enti no ye be frɛ na ye ne omu adidi nkomo na ya sa tietie niema ekoso oba soso a na wahye amaye kanso bete mula na wahye na odi amaye na ye hu kwan a yenzu so no enu bedidi nkomo na enu bedidi nkomo why yeah na share Emma Obibia. Yeah, we dear ye beka no chi any brofo, the beka no brofo kakra. Eine wunderschönen guten Abend.
Ja,
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hallo, how are you? Ich begrüße euch alle, die Deutschen, die Jungs und die Frauen, die Männer, dass die Twi Radio heute Abend gucken. Herzlich willkommen. Und ich danke euch, dass wenn ihr euch kommt, dann verteilt ihr euch dieses Video, diese Botschaft, lasst es verbreiten und weitergehen, weil die haben sehr gute Arbeit geleistet. Herr Müller, Herr Müller, I welcome you once again on Twi Radio Germany.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Greetings from Hamburg here.
Yeah. And Müller, na oka the Ghana consulate omwo Hamburg ha. I mean, he was a part of the Ghana consulate Hamburg. He has done a lot. Wabua Ghana for be brave Germany. Hase it will be over Hamburg hase dear. Obi biara enyim no. Na saa de kro or dia be na me pese me busa no ho asem ba komie no. Emula. I've heard that you are part of the people who organized this event. How come? Who supports you? How come of this idea? I mean,
look, the idea.
I think the program name is, outreach event.
This came from the gentleman over there.
The gentleman over there. Yeah. Who is named that gentleman?
The gentleman is Mr. Ya Ose Apia. He was the one who sent me the letter, and he was the one who more or less organized this event.
Mr. Yao Apia. Ose Apia.
Yeah, that's the big man that you see over there.
Yeah, you have a really big voice, so I wanted to everybody, our audience, to listen to you. So, how did you feel? How is the response to the people when you people organize this? What happened? Is it positive? It has bring something good, or maybe the work was too much? The people are really happy. We have a gentleman here right now, and he also spoke about the way they receive him. He was even going to Berlin, but he have saved all this money with his children and the family, and then he's so happy that this thing has happened here in Hamburg, Germany. And you were also a consulate working for consulate for many years.
Yes.
So tell us something about all these things.
To put all of that in a couple of words is not possible. I just simply would like to say 6 years in the consulate, and I got to know the Ghanaians quite well because I was in the fortunate position of being able to fill in their passport forms, among other things. And the passport form consists of a lot of questions, and I was able to extend these questions at liberty, so I got to know the Ghanaians quite well by asking a lot of questions. And I also discovered if you get them to laugh, which is mostly quite easy, you tend to get good answers, and if you catch them fibbing a little bit, you let them know that you're fibbing. For instance, if they tell you funny little stories about addresses in Ghana, post office boxes that are impossible, or telephone numbers that are actually just postal codes and so on. You make a little joke of it, and you usually get them to give you good answers, and I think we made a very good job of filling in the passport forms that are easy to work with for the embassy. And let's put it this way, we enjoyed our work with the Ghanaians, and that's one of the reasons why we put a lot of effort into giving them a good service in the last couple of years. We were, of course, very sad when the consulate closed, and we hope that a new consulate will open soon, and we hope it will be a professional consulate. It will be a consulate general or a general consulate with young people, preferably of Ghanaian descent, but who grew up in Germany, so they know both sides of the picture, and maybe one or two Germans to give the Ghanaian consulate a little bit of a German face too, because they are in this country. And I am confident that the situations of the Ghanaians here in Germany will improve, and that the new consulate in future will be able to give the Ghanaian community the service that it deserves. They're an important part, a vital part of the city, and sometimes we were quite disappointed the way they were treated by the German authorities, the way they were treated by the embassy, and we hope a lot has improved in the last one. And that's all I'm going to say tonight. I hope that's enough. Good evening.
Are you having any plan that this event will go on again, outreach events to the Ghanaians?
Look, as I pointed out in other conversations, these outreach events are more or less firefighting events. In other words, the situation has gotten pretty dangerous. Ghanaians are waiting too long for their passports. And one of the ways of trying to reduce these times is with the outreach events. And we hope sincerely that the Consul General or the General Consulate that is probably going to be founded in Hamburg, that they will be able to do a lot of the capturing of the biometric data right here, to reduce the pressure on the people in Berlin, and also to serve this community, to serve northern Germany with Hamburg as its center better.
I've heard that there's different places. They choose almost about 3-4 places that they are going. Also to
you have to ask them. I think I think what they're doing here is reducing the places that they have to go to to a reasonable number and selecting them in population centers where there are a lot of Ghanaians, and you have to remember that Hamburg has about 40% of the Ghanaians in Germany, and if you take the larger area, Schleswig-Holstein, Bremen, the northern part of Lower Saxony, you've got probably about half of the Ghanaians in Germany that you're serving, and you're serving, if you go down to in the Ruhr area, you've got probably the other half, and you've got a few in Bavaria and elsewhere. So I think what they have planned here now, what the people in the passport department have planned, and it is their idea. In other words, it is not something that comes from above. This is. I think it's a good idea. I don't think I can say much more on this. I don't want to say much more. I don't want to speculate. Our job is here to make certain that the Ghanaians living in this place get their passports early enough that they don't have problems with the authorities here.
Oh, wonderful. This is Emula. Wait a minute. Emula, you have been into the Ghanaian consulate, working in the consulate for almost, I don't know.
6 years. I just finished saying for
6 years. Yes. Yeah. If this outreach event, if since the last 6 years, if they could have started base 10, I mean, how?
I would not. I would have said much earlier.
Yeah.
People think what you're doing. In other words, if you, as I mentioned to you at another occasion, the problem has been that the passport staff at the embassy has always been understaffed. In other words, they have more work than they could handle. And I don't want to discuss anything here. This is what I saw with my own eyes. We've experienced it here. We had here a period where people are waiting an average of 8 months to get their passport. That time has been reduced.
Yes.
And the thing is, when they've got the data, when they've got their biometric data in Berlin, it's 3 or 4 weeks before you get your passport. But it takes such a long time until they have it has taken such a long time to get a passport, because they applied for a passport and then they applied for a date to capture the biometric data. There was sometimes 6-7 months between them, and this is unacceptable.
Wow.
There is work. The present administration in the embassy in the last couple of months, in other words, with the ambassador and some of the people close to her, we can see that there are efforts being made to resolve some of these issues dramatically, which was things that were not visible in the past. Now look, I don't want to talk anymore because they're going to shoot me if they hear all of this.
Oh, no. I don't think somebody is going to shoot you. Emula, some people, I mean, I have my here, Joyce Lee. Joyce said that they can't hear you. Your voice was so low, and they wanted to hear you.
Who said that?
I think, Madam Joyce, you can hear him now, because we can also hear him right now over here, and then I think everything is okay. You are also enjoying. Aber ich hatte eine Frage. Ich möchte noch so wissen, ob diese ganzen Events, würdest du nochmal wiederholen? Würdest du nochmal wiederholen? Die Busache Mula se, omubesa twaso aye biem, ama na koso, ama Ghana Ambassador Nejumano, aye mre amano. Das heißt, das wird so auf jeden Fall leichter für die Mitarbeiter in Berlin, ob ihr euch nochmal wieder weiter das macht.
Die Sache ist, man muss nehmen, wie viele Pässe haben Sie zu machen, wie viele Passanträge sind da und wie werden Sie die Probleme bewältigen. Und das ist die Frage. Und das ist eine Frage, die ich nicht beantworten kann. Ich sehe nur das Ergebnis hier auf dem Grund, wenn die Leute ins Konsulat kommen, die Leute, die mich zu Hause anrufen, die Leute, die nach Hause kommen, mich anrufen, gucken mal, Sie mit dem Passantrag. Gucken, warum habe ich das Problem? Warum habe ich meinen Pass nicht? Und so weiter. Aber
die Leute möchten auf dem Englisch auch noch mal hören.
Yeah, the situation is I'm not able to give a general answer on the passport situation. I just know it takes a long time for most Ghanaians. It has taken a long time for Ghanaians to get passports, a lot more than it has taken in other countries for embassies in other countries to hand out their passports. I think the problems are going to be resolved in the near future. I have heard favorable reports from the embassy. I have seen a couple of things that make me carefully optimistic. And I know one of the big problems, and I really want this to be my last statement.
All right.
That people, what I have seen in the embassy in the past, is that there is more work than they can handle. In other words, the passport department is understaffed. They require more personnel. And one of the ways of solving that problem, I think, in an intelligent manner, is to have a consulate in Hamburg responsible for the northern part of Germany who can do some of the work that is being done in the passport department. Okay.
Thank you
Good
very much.
evening.
Hast du jemanden das begrüßen? Do you have somebody to greet?
Hello,
Nein,
everybody.
du hast einen Frau
No.
Linden, I mean, Madame Gina Blay und dann...
Yes, no. I think our ambassador is doing a good job.
Yeah.
I think that Mrs. Raina Saki is doing a good job. I think these people that you see there,
Yeah.
Mr. Yao,
Mr. Yao, Nana,
Ose, Apia, Nana, and Mr. Frimpong,
Yeah.
Michael Frimpong.
Aber
they
deine Dame
do-
hast du oder Name nicht gesagt.
and Mrs. Lemitz,
Mr.
they have all,
Lemitz.
but these three people from the embassy, first of all, they've done a fantastic job in the last
Wow.
3 days. And Mrs. Lemitz has been a great help in getting things organized and working here.
Thank you
And
very much.
And the person, Mr.
Don't forget, Pastor
Don't
Ward.
forget, Pastor Wolf has been a tremendous help, and his quarters here are excellent. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Etiafoɔ ne abusuafoɔ meda mo ase bebree ɛsa abatwi radio Germany bi so biem. Yeah. Mo amunim yɛne ankasa yɛ consulate, the old consulate or your former consulate. No wo Hamburg pedue mu ha sei. Ɔno ana me ne nya no panyan ɛwɔ makonya isu a me ne no edidi enkomo. Enye nipa nyina de benya saa akonya we nti so waba no ahye. Baabi a ɛwɔ isu so ɛyɛ City North Esa ewo Hamburg pedie mu ha say Fountain Gate Ministry. Yeah, your papa or so for penny or no your friend of Pastor Wolf. Your papa on one soon a titi yen free a bribe back kuma saying na a banner sorry besrano. No name put your moon or wasadia bois ede ama Ghana Bazilina Nebusian 4 and crop 4 Nejuma 4 or no edi fee kakaka dia mum so omunjuma omubabe di o Hamburg hanyina no omun fafia hanyina na omun fanye waye adwuma nyankopon hira no ye papa Pastor Wolf Soft Wolf Fountain Gate Ministry yeda wase se osunya asa odo we enya asa atenkan we Ghana Embassy adwumakuofuo mo amoba ye nyina mo be sa de fefe we se nyina no nyankopon hira o nyina titiru enkoma ye maame Amagina Blay because on the onene ne tikrum ha sei Germany oni ni nua ba from Olympus ono so na se kese ensa nkoma no ene abusuafo mu ta o machi mba nyina na omu wie ye emsa aka kru baako a omu sa to aso enti list no de ene ye ka Hamburg de asem ana ye ka enti kura omu to aso a omu sa be kono na sa outreach event yi omu de collect data any biometric no mo de aye passport na wo de ama no enam sika nka obi twa de be ko Berlin se se de omu se de fa any o mani nyina o manum o mansia awododo na mo de mo wo na mo de mo mpese mo bitwa so kakra no enti no ora mensere wo ho enti no se mu ye mienu o mensa o sika de ka de be ko nyina no mo mfa ni nyina ntena se na omumbra na ya be ye o ono ane so be fill forms no obeko internet uko Ghana Embassy side baby a passport application wono a wa wonim no o ko ho no mo a o fill forms ni nyina wo wie a no wa copy ni nyina te said de wo ko Berlin na wo ye no ka wo ko Berlin na ki ko twa picture ni ajo fingerprint you wie a na ya show paper num se bibia e kama na ya ma wokọ na wo ma post to abroad sai sika ni nyina na wo de bekọ ne o ma ni nyina na o mu so de esese no twa so o mu anka se toa o eti we se oba na obetoa no wa anko na se okotena ba bi na aka na wa anye ni ye Twi Radio Germany ana me de sa enkaboi ebre wenwumre enti ana unsaka video ni bia ana se o platform so no wa share e de akọ any Top Africa Radio Top Africa Multimedia and Twi Radio Germany ye share na se a oboy den ma di sa adwumadie Eddie Bro. Me, I'm a tear dray, me, din Eddie Michael Dria. Just call me Big Mike. Now subscribe to Chi Radio Germany. You can also follow us on YouTube every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Bia ubenya yedi niyama bibreba ana widow so ana etai yechi edwumaku a omuso eboa Ghana fo a omuwo Ghana sabi wo krom ha na se opese oboa onua bi wo Ghana omuso beboa mo anya sika putuo bi dia ma onua no ana obusuani no na ono so dia abo odi aye edwuma ewo Ghana na nipakro no na edwuma akoso. Thank you very much, einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Ich bedanke mich euch, dass euch Chi Radio weitergeguckt. Kannst mal weiter verbreiten. Monsche, die Name. Haben Sie etwas zu sagen? Ah, das ist in Deutschland und dann die wo steht Deutsch und ja na ja wo nam sie wo Germany ni ja na die kasa no kakra so e German kasa no so kakra aba na German for no so ate na omo so ehun sa ampa ya nyi o ma mfim fi se ukọ Roma na so waye de Roma for so eye nti nam sie enso ye ba ha no ye de ho abo mu integrate ye ho ni kakra ni ana ye de kasa no so kakra afa mu se mene former consulate Hemula de George Tretwe so na kekase e kwa anhwe nipa no wo betro ye abre Joyce Yankopon hira wonka ho se da bia Chi Radio Germany ye ba wo hwe ye na wodi achi mon share video no follow us on YouTube live na ye de niema kese ne niema pa na bebro matkramo edamo ase Yankopon nye obi biara kese choose mascot on pass of this on Black Gazon. Stay healthy. Show ye na corona no e wo ho no mo enkoe. Ciao.